So we're gonna cream these together until they come together nice and smooth. I should probably plug in the mixer. It is time to get cooking. I'm Jacqui Saldana, and I've been creating simple and delicious recipes on my website for more than 10 years with my family. And now I'm inviting you into my kitchen to come cook along with me while I show you how to easily create weeknight dinners, decadent desserts, and everything tasty in between. I keep it real, and most importantly, I keep it simple. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss out on our weekly videos. And now, let's see what we're making today. I love this time of year. You guys know that fall is my most favorite time of year, and today I'm harnessing all my fall vibes and I'm making one of my favorite coffee cakes, my apple yogurt coffee cake. It is delicious. It's got warm cinnamon and crisp apples. It's to die for, and it also has like a brown sugar oat topping. So let's get into it, and I'm gonna show you how to make it. It's really simple. Okay, so the first thing you wanna do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and then I'm gonna prep a 9x9 pan here. I've got some softened butter that I'm just going to zhuzh all the way around the pan, and then I'm gonna sprinkle some flour in it. So I'm flouring and buttering my pan, and this is gonna make it so my cake will come out nice and easy. I'm gonna sprinkle on some flour, and then just to make sure the flour gets everywhere, you're just kind of gonna wanna pat it all around so you get all the sides. I'm also going to add a strip of parchment paper, and then the key is you want to leave some room on the sides so when your cake is done, you can easily just lift it out. So I've acquired a little kitchen helper here. She heard the word cake and she joined in. So the first thing we're gonna do to get started on our apple yogurt cake batter here is cream our brown sugar and our unsalted butter. You wanna put that in there? Yes, pull. There you go, good job. About a teaspoon of vanilla. So you could use vanilla flavored yogurt in here if you'd like. It's just gonna make the cake a little bit more sweet. But I just like plain whole milk yogurt. It's gonna give your cake a really nice, moist texture. It's just divine. It's actually my not so secret cake ingredient. Okay, so now we're gonna prep our apples, and for this recipe I like to use a mix between Honeycrisp because they taste so delicious and they're nice and firm, and then I like green apples because they have a nice tang to them. They're a little bit more tart. The two of them are great. You can of course just use Honeycrisp or all green apples. I would use a firmer apple versus like a red apple because those get a little mushy. These hold up quite nice when they get baked into the cake. The key here is to make them all the same size, and if you want a more chunky apple cake, you can definitely make your pieces of apple a little bit larger, but I like a nice small dice, so then you get a bite of apple within every forkful of cake. My mother-in-law makes coffee cake every Christmas morning, and that's like, I mean, I do like opening gifts, but I do have like at least 3 slices of coffee cake. And I think I've mentioned before that when I visit my mom and my sister, Jessica, one of our favorite things to do is go wake up early in the morning and go get coffee together. And I love pastries, I love coffee cake. So I just kind of threw this together with apples and yogurt, and I put a streusel topping on top just because coffee cake to me it just makes me feel happy. We have our apples ready. So now we're gonna prep our dry ingredients. So we have our flour, and then here in this dish I have some cinnamon, baking soda, and some salt. And I'm gonna sift onto here so then I can pick it up and put it in here. All All right, and then before we sift all this, I'm gonna put in, so again, this is cinnamon, baking soda, and a little bit of salt. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start the mixer and I'm going to slowly add this flour little by little. So at this point, because it has the flour in, you don't wanna over-mix it, otherwise it's gonna make your cake a little too dense. We're gonna add in our apples. Yeah. And this cake is full of apples, just how it should be. And you just kind of fold them in. The cake is just like, will remain moist throughout and hold everything nice. You can fully bake this cake just how it is. It's gonna be delicious, but we're gonna ramp this up and we're gonna ramp up the flavor and make it into a real coffee cake by adding a yummy oat topping. So here I have some flour, brown sugar, oats, and a little bit of cinnamon. And then I'm going to just use my hands and work in some butter. We got it. Looks delicious. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to eat this. This would be perfect to make on the weekends, like on a Friday or a Saturday morning, and then you can just enjoy it throughout the weekend. You can make it at the start of the week and just have it for a yummy little afternoon snack. And just kind of gently press in the topping. So now that I've topped my cake with the yummy brown sugar oat topping, it's ready to go in the oven at 350 degrees for about 30 to 40 minutes or until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. It's gonna smell so good in here. Like I said before, we put our parchment paper here and we left it with a little bit of room to grab. And that way it'll be easy to pull out. So, moment of truth. And it comes out of the pan perfectly. All right, moment of truth here. Let me show you what the inside of this cake looks like. I mean, come on. The chunky apple, you can see how moist and tender it is on the inside. Crunch, I'm gonna get a little bit of yogurt in there. Oh my God. It is perfect for fall. It is packed with apples, cinnamon. You guys are gonna love it. I know you're gonna love it. Let me know if you make it. It's so easy, so delicious, just like everything we do here. Yum.